Hello and welcome back to the Welsknight Patron server. I'm MG Rose and I'm sorry guys. I really am. Sorry. I know we're a day late. I know. I'm really sorry. Didn't mean to be. I had a lot of issues yesterday with doctors. Well, today for me, but yesterday for you guys with doctors and things. And a lot of other stuff going wrong. So unfortunately I didn't get the chance to record in time to get a video out for yesterday, so I'm sorry guys, please don't hate me, I didn't mean to. But as I'm sure you'll know, we're getting on with the roof for our super fantastic super fantastic portal towers. Towers, I don't know, more tower, it's one building, isn't it? I don't know, I'm gibbering. So we'll get on with this, and while I do start layering out all around here with stairs, how are you all? How are you all? I hope you're all super fine, fantastic. I'm not too bad. Not too bad. Just getting a little fed up these days, to be honest with you guys. Health is it's worse than the thought to start with, so it's a few different things that I'm having to go through because of this. I'm having to go through tests every other day just to make sure that I'm basically running okay on the meds and stuff, but in the process they've had to take me off some meds that I used as my way of being able to cope within the world, really, to help me battle the anxiety. So I'm finding it a little bit hard these days. Finding it a little bit hard. By a little bit, I mean actually loads. This is the only place I have at the minute within the amazing world of Minecraft where I can actually socialise and not be scared half to death. Which to most people they probably think it's pretty pathetic, really, but it's part of having severe social anxieties, really, especially when you're unable to keep them in check. It's hard. It's hard, guys, and I'm sure any of you that suffer yourself from anxiety will know what I'm talking about, really. It's just, I'm finding it extremely difficult just to keep on plodding on. And the more things seem to go wrong at home, the worse it's getting. By at home, I mean my health-wise. Not anything with my babies. My babies are all fit and well and happy and healthy, which is absolutely amazing. But for me personally, it's getting a little bit harder. It's getting a little bit harder. And by a little, I mean I'm under-exaggerating massively, how I always do. But I'm sure, given time, I'll find a way to overcome this new hurdle, shall we say. I think that's about right, guys. Which I don't do too bad at finding ways of overcoming hurdles. I don't think I do anyway. I just need to get back into work more than anything else, but at the minute I'm not able to because of the medication that I'm on. Sometimes it sends me a bit drowsy, other times it sends me silly and hypo, which would be brilliant for the kids. The kids would love that part, but not the drowsy, passing out kind of part that happens sometimes. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. That's the first time I've actually got a roof done without any problem there. Let's see if we can do it 4 times in a row, eh? Doubt it. Anyway guys, I've rambled on. How are you? I hope you're all super fine. I probably have already asked you this, guys. I know, you know what I'm like, but I do want to know how you're all doing, so please go down and let me know in the comments. And also, while I'm mentioning comments there, guys, I would love to hear what you guys would like to see me do for the channel. Just like not so much the places, like possibly some game ideas for later on once we finish the Far Sky game, but along with that, just some little bits and bats, some things you'd like to see, even if it's just like a build you'd like to see me do, any build ideas or something like that, or anything you'd like us to talk about, please do let me know in the comments. Absolutely brilliant. I am thinking of like possibly taking the channel a different way for the kind of commentary I do. I'm not too sure whether I'm going to have the guts to do so or not, I will be honest with you, because it means getting a bit more, having to open up a little bit more, because I am thinking, really, because my whole reason for being here is to basically show others with a similar social issue or mental health issues that I suffer from, that we can still be part of a community and we can still have friends and we can still have happiness rather than being alone and miserable all the time. But I don't know whether you guys actually want to see or hear any of my little mechanisms for coping and things like that, but if you do, let me know, because I would love for us to be able to share things, just to be able to all share together different ways that we find of coping through as things, and possibly discuss them throughout the videos, which I think would benefit some people. I'm not sure if it would benefit all you guys, but I'm sure it could benefit one or two of yous, even if you're not a severe case of depression or anxiety or anything like that. I'm sure you have come across issues at some point where you felt like you just want to give up and you feel down and depressed and stuff like that. 90% of adults in the world have, so I think it might benefit some of you. It'd even benefit me, guys, new ideas on how to get by when things are getting hard, because like I said, I've been struggling a lot just recently. I've been struggling quite badly just recently due to my health being bad more than anything, and all the medication changes and things like that. It's hard to find your coping mechanisms when a lot of the coping mechanisms that you've learned to rely on over the years are being one by one moved or changed and things like that. It gets hard to do, so it'd be good to have you guys let me know what you think about all that. Anyway, I think I've rambled enough about that anyway for now. Hold on. Okay. Oh, people never give me a chance to reply. I'm so slow at typing, it's horrible, and I always feel right bad. And guys, well, remember, Yeldab and has now started a channel up, so I will put a link to his channel in the description to go along with Silver Foxes and M. Wallace. I'll just try to remember whether I'd got Zane's actual YouTube name right. I'm useless, guys. Everyone should know this by now. But yeah, I will add it along with the links that are down below. I think I've even got Welsknight's link in the description as well, so go ahead and go check them all out. And congrats to Welsknight for becoming a hermit. Along with another all-time favourite of, well, a few overall long-term favourites of mine, Good Times with Scar and Ishgal. And a new favourite of mine, Little Ren Dog. I said little, he's not a little man really, is he? But yeah, and you know, so chuffed for them all. Really am. Absolutely brilliant that they've all managed to make it on together. It's fantastic. They make a good team, them guys. They've all got a bit of everything for everyone muddled up between them all. It's just fantastic. Oh, it was brilliant this weekend. Managed to finally get back to one of Scar's streams. Put my teeth in. That's a bit of a tricky one to say, really. I've missed a lot with me being in hospital and the medication knocking me out, so I've not really been able to get onto them, and I've missed not being able to get onto him. I've missed it. I've missed watching his streams, and I've missed the lovely people on the streams, and it's just it was really nice to even though it was just one stream, it was nice to manage to make it to him. Hopefully I'll aim to make them all next weekend. Hopefully. Here's hope, hey guys. If we don't have hope in this world, we have nothing, guys. So always remember that. Keep your hope, keep your faith. No matter what your faith is, keep it. Keep your strength. Keep that one thing that keeps you going to heart, no matter how hard it looks. It's one thing I keep telling myself these days anyway. It's something my auntie Pat used to say to us when I was a kid. God bless her soul now. She used to always say to us, if something in life is hard, it means it's worth doing. So do it with all your might and don't give up. And that is just the best bit of advice to ever give anybody. In my eyes. And it has been the reason why I have kept going through so many different hard times. And you know, that woman was one of the most strongest, amazing women you'll ever meet. Not to mention all the treats and goodies she used to give us behind our parents' backs. If my mum and dad had found out how much junk she fed us before we went home for tea, she'd have probably been shot on the spot by them. But that's what aunties are for. That's what aunties are for. And that's just reminding me as well, speaking of aunties, I did go see my little niece and nephew, my new niece and nephew, and oh my god, they are so beautiful. Oh, they really are. They are the most adorable little twins in the world. Little man's a lot smaller than our new little lady. She's ginormous compared to him, and both twins are ginormous compared to what my kids were. Well, at least my middle child anyway. They weighed both of them weighed more than my middle child, and the little girl, the baby girl, weighed more than 2 of my kids. It's insane to think that the twins that were brought a full month early and they're still bigger than my babies that went full term. I just can't get over that fact. I know it's a very trivial fact to be focused on, but it makes me chuckle. And to have a cuddle with my little nephew, because my niece was asleep the whole time we went. She was absolutely out like a light, and I refuse point blank to disturb a sleeping baby. To me, it's making a rod for the parent's back, or your own back if you are the parent. Because if you're picking them up when they're sound asleep and they're happy left alone, then they're going to expect to be picked up all the time and have all this extra fuss and stuff. And life, you just don't have the time in life to be fussing over your babies as much as you'd love to do. You can't fuss over them forever. They need to get used to being able to sleep independently and things like that. So I just didn't dare move her. I've just done this wrong, haven't I? I didn't dare move her while she was sleeping, but unluckily she never woke up. But I got a cuddle with little man, and I was terrified, absolutely terrified. Although all my kids were small and I was still scared of breaking him. You forget just how tiny they are. It's like, oh wow. I got right soft and soppy over buying them the baby grows and things, and then to actually get to hold little man, and it were like, oh wow, you're just so dinky. It's like, oh, you're gonna break, I don't want to put you down, I don't move with you. And I physically didn't dare move from the spot after he'd been passed to me. It was like, oh no, someone take him now. When I'd finished my cuddles, it was like, someone else take him now, I don't want to put him down, I'm scared I'm going to break him. I got laughed at massively. Massively laughed at. But that's okay, I don't mind family members laughing at me. And why did I do that one there? I don't need that one there, do I? No, it's dirt block that I need to go in there. Yeah, I don't mind family members laughing. I don't mind anyone laughing at me, to be honest with you, but they didn't half laugh at me. It's like, you've got 3 kids of your own, what are you being so soft for? It's like, but they're so small. Mine now are like nearly 4, 7 and nearly 14 as well. They're not little no more. I can pick them up and chuck them all over the place and they'll bounce back up and, get me back half at the time. So it's surreal holding a tiny little baby after so long of not having tiny little ones. It's just, it's amazing. No, I'm not getting broody before anyone sees. Let the rest of the family have the childbirths now. I've had more than enough of them. For myself, I'm quite content with the children I have, but it's great just to see the family having them now. It's absolutely amazing. It's turning me into a right big softie though. It really is. Like, Easter's coming up and I have been out and spent an absolute fortune on presents for the kids for Easter. because I'm not one of these that gives out chocolate at Easter. Not mass amounts of chocolate. I will get my own children a special Easter egg off Mummy. I will get my niece's now nephew and adopted nephew a little bag of treats, but that will be about it. I won't buy them actual big Easter eggs and stuff, because I know myself as a parent, as any of you others that are already parents out there will know, come Easter you are swamped by mountains and mountains and mountains of Easter eggs that the kids take forever to get through, especially if you're one of these like I am, one of these that's quite conscious about the kids eating healthily and balancing it out. Don't get me wrong, Christmas Day, Easter, the Easter Sunday and Halloween evening itself, I will let my kids pig out like nobody's business and eat as much as they want. Thankfully, because my kids don't get sweet stuff that often, by the time they're allowed to do that, they physically can't eat that much of it. It's absolutely brilliant. So they, unfortunately, they end up with ton loads left, and it just becomes a pain in the backside, because it's just everywhere you turn there's blooming chocolate that's been left, and well, not been left but untouched and stuff, and it's like I've got nowhere to store it and all that stuff because I overbuy shopping. I'm a nightmare for that. That is a big curse of mine, my shopping habits. I buy food as if I'm feeding an army. I think it's part of the fact that when I was younger, I'll say when I was younger, I was engaged to a squaddy. Basically, if you don't know what a squaddy is, then it means an army personality. To us anyway, to us it's what we over in our little town call them. Not sure how many people do elsewhere, because I've been looked at like I've got 12 heads by a few people for calling them squaddies. But yeah, I dated a squaddie for a while, and if you've ever known anyone within the military forces, you will know that they have huge appetites by the time they get back home. And I got used to feeding the 5,000 when he came round, and so I still shop as if I am feeding the 5,000, which is pretty insane, really. What am I doing? What am I missing? I'm missing something here. What am I missing? I'm missing slabs on these bits here. Like this. Right, I can't remember now. I'm forgetting things. I've distracted myself with the little chunter about my shopping habits. My overly shopping habits. I had to empty my cupboards out the other day just to fit the food in that I'd bought, because we hadn't gotten through the rest of the food. Not saying I let it go to waste. Not saying I let it go to waste. I made sure it went to families that needed it more than we did, that don't have the means to get as much food bought in the house as what I have for my children. It's one of the greatest things about voluntary work within a children's centre, guys. I can gain access to people that truly do need the help and support, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to be able to help people like that, and that's what I think. That's why my over shopping benefits people. It does. It benefits other people eventually. Maybe not that same week, but it does at least once a month when I empty all my dry cupboards out and get rid of the stuff that I've tried with the kids and they've decided they've not eaten, etc, etc. And then I thought, well, there's no point me keeping it if the family's not going to eat it, so I just pass it on to the next family in stack loads. I think I took about 5 carrier bags worth of food that wouldn't get eaten by my lovely trio to the local children's centre for families that will use it. And I know that either that night or the day after or whenever, that household's going to have a good meal, and that makes me feel great. It really does. I've always been one to help people. I don't like being around people, don't like physically being in crowds of people, but I love to know I'm able to help people, because everybody deserves a helping hand at times. everybody deserves that little chance to be able to succeed. And I know it's something that a lot of people have never even thought of ever not being able to get, but in the area I live, more than anything else, poverty is a huge thing. We have families that have got newborn babies that don't have enough to be able to keep paying everything off and doing everything they need to do, and it's heart-wrenching to see families like that go without. So if I can help them, I go out of my way purposely to help them. So my over-shopping habits, I didn't mean to do that, my over-shopping habits are a massive help for people like that. Let's get a light chuck in here, guys. Oh, I forgot to tell you, what I've done to this place in between episodes is each of these tower things, I've brought them down just by one block, and I corrected that one. I can't remember whether I told you I'd gone one too high up on that one corner one, but I've just brought these 4 corner pillars down one block, and I've left this one the same. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to forget. Right, I've already taken out the portal from down below there in prep for getting our portal up here done. Let's just try and sneak back through there before falling. But first of all, I want to get these bits done first. These little corner bits done. And these are pretty similar to our nickel portal room, because I want the obsidian theme to continue through. That's 3 there, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3. Oh, no, I don't want one up there. I hate how long obsidian takes to blooming break. Silly thing. Come on, sometime today, please. Hello? Break, please. Please? Please? For me? I'm being nice. Thank you. Right, sorry about that, guys. Let's try not to misplace any more obsidian blocks. It's really not a wise thing to do. And let's get these little pillars in. And I will put... Oh... Dirt's becoming... Well, it's not becoming, it has been for a while now an issue of mine. So I'm not going to use dirt in them little unseen holes. And I am going to leave a torch there just to prop that on with. So that's what we're doing in the corners, guys. That's what we're doing. Just add some light into it. Adds... Oh, no, I didn't want to take that down. What am I doing? I don't mind wasting torches. Did I cut? Yes, I did go over the top of that, didn't I? Yeah. Just double checking I'd got it right. I sometimes forget to do that. Little bits like that, should I say, not that bit in particular, but little bits like that. 1, 2, 3, and then that's 4, yeah. Like that. And all 4 are the same. I'm sorry, guys, if you think I've chomped your ears off tonight, or today, depending on what time you view this episode. But I just wanted to have a little chat with you, and I know my conversations tend to always be quite random and broken up because of my memory, and I can never remember what I was saying, where I was going, or all like that. But I just hope you guys can whack in your comments down below though, and let us know what you want to see, what kind of things we can chat about and stuff like that. And I hope I've not bored you too much with our chitter chatter. It's always one of my fears. Yeah. Oh, do you know? I'm doing the what's it called now? YouTube Academy with. Well, that's run by VC from LI7, and do you know, I am finding it absolutely amazing, to be honest with you. I might be a bit quieter than what I should be within the group, but I am learning a lot, and I mean a lot, and I am meeting some really nice people. One person that I met is absolutely lovely, and unfortunately he's had his channel taken down for some silly reason, not due to him actually breaking any rules, but just, I don't know, it's something to do with his trailer, so it's a bit silly really, poor thing. But it's a shame to see him go. But as I was saying, while doing the academy, I had the confidence once to post a little response up to one of the well, I say one of the questions, the ending questions for each section. Let me just have a drink. Sorry, that were really loud. That were a really big gulp. But I had the confidence to respond once to one of the questions he asked us all, and will that turn into a portal if I do it that big? Don't know, I won't risk it. Oh no, actually I will, because no I won't, because now I've done that. I'm not messing about with obsidian, it takes too long to move. Right, and what were I saying anyway? Yeah, I had the confidence to post up something, and it was on about our strength and warmth levels, and just little things about our personality and things like that. And you know, for the first time in a long time, I'd actually admitted to just how severely badly I look down upon myself, within my self-confidence level, etc, etc. And it was really nice to get the feedback off some of the guys and things like that. And this is why I'm asking you guys now. I've put it off for a while. I need to go find me flint and steel. I've put it off for a while out of just sheer fear. Sheer fear has stopped me from asking you guys, and that's why I've been asking today what you want to see, what you want me to chatter about, and things like that, because it would really massively help me out to have an idea, really. I've got an idea of what I would like to do with the channel and how we get on with that, and I don't know why I'm doing that like that. We don't need it like that no more, because we'll be clearing all this off soon. But yeah, I've got an idea of what I would like to do, but I would like to know what you guys want me to do. I'm not here well, I am here for me a little bit, but I'm more here for you guys. You guys are what makes the channel worth coming back and doing stuff for every week and every day, and putting in all that effort and taking myself out of my own comfort zones and things like that. It's for you guys that I do it, not for myself. And where did I put my flint and steel? There. Right, and we'll go light that portal up, and then we'll go take a look at this place, because this place is done now. Once we've lit this portal up, we'll double check it works. We'll double check it works, and we'll have to remember to put a sign up to remind people not to. Will it go that way? No, it won't. Oh, that's a shame. We're hoping it'll go that way. Right, that's going to be really loud and really annoying. So it's a good job it's high enough up. Oh, look, see, it's a good job it's high enough up so we won't be able to hear it when we come down here. Whole reason for doing it in a big massive portal. Yeah, and I've moved my banners. I don't know if I said that as well. But let's go take a quick gander at our finished product. Have I got dirt on me? Yes, I have. Because we're going to pillar up so we can see it more on a straight angle. I took a run out over to our little ice farm area there. If you can see in the distance, the little rectangle. And just to see what it looked like from the ice farm. And I think it looks really good. So I'll try and remember to go down there and show you. I've also dug that out ready for us to do some sort of elevator kind of system. Oh, right, like that. You can just see the purple coming through the glass. You just see the purple of the portal coming through the glass. I actually really like that. Let me just get a screenshot from here, because I like that like that. I think that looks cool. And you'll have to let me know what you guys think. And we'll take a quick look from over on there, our ice farm. But yeah, I think that's looking really good. Or looks really good, not looking. It's done now. It's done now. We need to sort some pathways out and stuff. But we can get that done. We can get that done over time. There's no mass rush. It's getting night time as well, so let's see how quickly we can run back over there and back. Because I want you to see this, because I think it looks really cool. Actually, we do kind of want to see it in the dark as well, don't we? We can fight our way out. We're still on 1.9. It don't matter about spam clicking the hit button at 1.8, not 1.9. I make my own mistakes, guys, regularly. I will always correct myself as well if I realise I've made the mistake. Oh yeah, and I realised in the last video, no one's pointed it out though, so thank you for not making me feel foolish. But no one pointed it out. Oh wow, I like that. I like that. Oh look. Yeah, no one pointed it out, but I had missed a block on the tower supports in last episode, which I've now put in place. I really like that. That looks really cool. Oh, it does. It's really cool. You guys will have to let me know. Let me know yourselves, obviously. I love to hear what you guys think of my builds. Builds I do for all of us. It's not just for me, it's for you guys too. I like it though. I do. Personally, I really, really like it. I think it was Simon, I think it was, that had mentioned it looked like something from The Lord of the Rings. Which, sorry, but I've got to agree. I think it does, but I still think it looks absolutely amazing. But do you know the biggest thing for me on this? Oh, sugar, I didn't want to go to sleep. I wanted to get back up there and see it in the dark from the higher angle rather than the lower angle. Never mind, there'll be plenty of time to do that. I'll be working on the pathway leading up to it. I need to get the paths to start connecting to each of the builds, one way or another. I'm currently playing with a few ideas for our horse stable because I've decided that's going to be our next project if I can come up with a final idea. But I am working on it. But next episode we will be working on the sheep wool farm thing. I need to get that done. It is driving me insane and I keep putting it off because it's just so long-winded, but we'll get there. I will get everything dug out between now and next episode and we will start working on it. I like this place. I do like this place. Right, yeah, what I was saying, my favourite thing about this place, my utmost favourite thing about this entire build is not the view from the sides, but that view. Just that view of it. I think that looks brilliant. You'll have to let me know if you agree, if you disagree, if you think anything can be changed out or anything like that. Do let me know. That's where the block was missing. Just there. But you'll have to let me know either way what you guys think. But I think it looks really cool. And I really like that bit. Where did I go over earlier to get a really cool view? So, yeah, there was that as well, that kind of view of the place. Where were it? Let me go back a little bit. Like that. I just think it looks pretty mad, really. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling now. So, if you have liked the episode and do like the build, please do go ahead and smack that like button. It'd be super amazing. Leave your comments. I know I've muttered on about comments all episode, but leave your comments. It's brilliant. And if you're new here, please do become a member of the family and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you join us. And while you're going ahead and hitting the subscribe button, do click on the links to my Twitch and Twitter and go ahead and follow us there so you don't end up missing out. I will be live streaming very soon, hopefully with something pretty cool actually. So you'll have to keep an eye on Twitch for when Twitter and Twitch for when I do go live, because fingers crossed we'll have something pretty cool coming up. As long as things don't fall through with like all sorts of number of things that can go wrong. But other than that, guys, thank you massively for coming by and watching. It's been a pleasure to have you here. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Well, I've been MG Rose. You've all been absolute total and utter superstars as usual. Thanks again for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye!